All right, welcome into the channel, everyone, and thanks for stopping by. And let's continue the journey of Christopher Choo-Choo Kincaid. Right now, we're playing for Rochester Red Wings, and we're up against the Syracuse Mets. So let's get into it. Oh, double checking, just. Yeah. All right, and we are batting sixth. Okay.
Kincaid has been on fire lately, riding a 15-game hitting streak. He's quickly becoming the talk of the league. It's the Rochester Red Wings taking on the Syracuse Mets. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Stepping to the plate for Syracuse, Brett Beatty.
Yikes!
So the base is all loaded up now. On the ground, right side, Kincaid. Throw to first in time. As they escape the bases loaded jam, they leave them loaded. We head to the second. Rochester with the lead, 1-0. If you're looking for a new scent that makes you think of the ballpark, turn to Sudsy Susie's Body Wash. New options include fresh cut grass, pine tar, and hot dog water. Swinging a rocket. Back there. Leaping, can't haul it in. Bangs off the wall. Around second now, and they still don't have it. Throw cut off, now to the plate. Safely into third with a leadoff triple. That hit, of course, keeps his hitting streak alive, and it's clear that he's dialed in at the plate. No matter who he's facing, he seems like he's in control of every single at-bat. House will hit next. Runner at third with nobody out. Here in the top of the second. Fly ball to right. Ortega on the way over. And makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. Tag out of the plate, and that's another play. I love that defensive play in the outfield. He was running hard to make the catch, then he set his feet and made a strong, accurate throw home to get the out at the plate. Just terrific. On the ground, right side, Kincaid.
Trying to get my teammate to sacrifice fly, and that's a bad decision. Okay, then.
Runner at first, one away. Kincaid, 1 for 1, tripled the first time up. Now a late second one caught for the out. Might need to do something to reset your karma. That liner had base hit written all over it. Just some bad luck. Stepping to the plate for Rochester, Choo-Choo Kincaid, 1 for 2. This out to center. Pretty deep. Got it, and there's 2 away. It's the large lad burger's big inning. If 3 or more runs score in the bottom of the 6th, your ticket can be exchanged for a free absolute unit burger tomorrow at Large Lad Burgers. Kincaid whips it to first. Leadoff batter retired in the 6th. And he should be feeling good after getting that first batter in this high leverage spot. Now he can attack with even more confidence.
Oh!
His second hit of the day. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone. And he's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. He's a threat every time he steps into the box.
Oh no, 5, 4.
That throw is wide.
Whoa!
Lunge off the bag to get it. No outs on the play. Bases now loaded. I'm feeling the chill up here in the press box, and I wonder whether he might be feeling it down on the field too. Looked like he had a little trouble gripping the ball on the transfer, and that may have led to the error.
Okay.
One away. The bases are loaded. Jeremy De La Rosa, the next to hit. Lined, and that's a base knock. One runs in. Here's the throw, but it's offline. The run will score. Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. The Mets down to their last strike. Swing, soft line drive. Brings it in for the third out. Strong individual day and a team win, and you'll take that every time. This is a game he can feel really good about. Kincaid, such an exciting talent, already making an impact. He's not just playing well, he's showing all the signs of a future superstar. It's the Rochester Red Wings taking on the Syracuse Mets. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now at the dish, Jose Azocar. Grounder to second. Kincaid whips it to first. There's one down. One out and the bases are empty. Coming up to the dish for Rochester, Choo-Choo Kincaid. This one is labeled. That one back there. Bangs off the wall. And into second with one away. That's a double. That hit, of course, keeps his hitting streak alive, and it's clear that he's dialed in at the plate. No matter who he's facing, he seems like he's in control of every single at-bat. So digging in, Brady House. The 0-1. In the dirt, but blocked. Hard ground ball, base hit. Coming around third. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and the run scores. 1-0. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. Hard ground balls like that are really tough to make a play on. I know when I was playing second base in JV baseball back in the day, I had no interest in charging grounders like that one. They're in plenty of time, and the One out and the base is empty. Kincaid cracked a double the first time at bat. Out to center.
And going nowhere.
Makes the grab. 2 down. We're coming right up against it with the way this rain is coming down. And if there's a lengthy delay, chances are it'll force pitching change. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second with a steal. They're down a bunch early on in this game, so it's not all that surprising that they try to claw their way back any way they can. You don't usually see teams do that by stealing bases, but it seems like that's their approach here. Ground ball to second. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and they get the out. Man on at first. Choo-Choo Kincaid now at the plate. 1 for 2. Swing, high fly ball to center field.
Going nowhere.
Pulls it down. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Choo-Choo.
What the heck?
1 for 3.
No. Where were it?
So
Sword.
So up next, Alex Ramirez. Tying run waits at the plate. Ground ball to third. There's 1 and 2. What a play. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. Here's the second baseman, Choo-Choo Kincaid. Lifted in the air to right center. It's pretty deep. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Nobody on and 2 outs. And now the center fielder, Alex Ramirez. Splits the middle. That's a strike. 1 and 2. 1-2. Hit hard on a line. Settles under it, makes the catch, and that's the ball game. This wasn't his best game ever, but he definitely helped them in the win. Nice job. Stepping to the plate for Rochester, Choo-Choo Kincaid.
Okay, out to right, so let's speed this up a little.
High in the air, out to right.
Nope.
And there's 1 down. Runner at first with 1 gone. And now the DH, Nick Madrigal. Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. They get the out. They were trying to put the pressure on the defense early in this ballgame with that aggressive approach on the bases. Now that they've been caught, I wonder if they'll shift tactics going forward. This one's scorched to center.
You cannot be serious.
Back to the top of the order here. Digging in for the Red Wings, Choo-Choo Kincaid.
All right, we're gonna rally this one. Well,
hit. Runner third. Boots it. 2 away and a runner at first. And now Alex Call. Strike in there. to second, out. And coming up to the dish for Syracuse, Jackson Reeds. 1-1 pitch now. On the ground to the right side. Dive, got it. From his knees, the throw, and they get the out. I can't say enough about the effort on this play. He dove to keep the ball from getting past him and recognized he had to get a throw off quick. So he lets it loose from his knees and gets the out. Pop up on the right side of the infield. 2 down. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Large Lad with their new Absolute Unit Burger, recommended against by 4 out of 5 cardiologists. Kincaid, 1 for 3. And a base hit. The tying run is aboard. And now the right fielder, Alex Call. And that puts the tying run on base. Next up for the Red Wings, Jose Tena. On the ground to third, Beatty. They apply the tag. Double play. That is outstanding defense. Drew Mealis getting ready to hit. Garrett is just 1 strike away. Got the hitter looking for the strikeout. And that's the ball game. The Mets. Kincaid, the top prospect in the league, is ready to go. All eyes on the rising star today. It's the Rochester Red Wings taking on the Syracuse Mets. First pitch coming your way next. Kincaid will hit next. Nobody out and a runner at first. Pitcher will want to keep this on the ground for the double play. Swing, drive, forget it. Long home run to right. Made them pay for that one. A 2-run blast. And they lead it. It's 2-0. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for him there. He absolutely smoked that one. Runner on the move. Pitches in for a strike. The throw, tag, he's out. They were trying to put the pressure on the defense early in this ballgame with that. 1 gone and a runner on at first. Now at the dish, Luis De Los Santos. Runner on the go. This one in for a strike. Safe at second with a steal. Kincaid getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this ballgame. Crushes this one to right, and you can just tell that one goodbye. It is long gone. A solo shot is second of the night, and they boost their lead. It's 4-0. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. An absolute rocket of a home run there. The sound of that one coming off the bat was impressive. He can feel very good about that dinger. Digging in for the Mets, Ronnie Mauricio. The 0-1 offering. Ground ball could be 2. There's 1. On to first, double play. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. Now it's the second baseman, Choo-Choo Kincaid.
Why not?
Still a factor here, and the umpires may have their hand forced sooner than later. At a certain point, it becomes a question of player safety. This one is labeled pretty deep. It's off the wall. Coming around third.
Oh!
Scores easily. And they tag the runner for the out. Bases empty, 1 away. And here's the catcher, Jackson Reeds. On the ground, right side, Kincaid. Whips it to first, and there's 2 away. Stepping to the plate for Syracuse, Alex Ramirez. And the 1-2. To the right side, Kincaid. Play made, that ends the inning. So 2 on and 2 out. Choo-Choo Kincaid, the next to hit. So far, he's 3 for 3 with a double and a couple of homers.
No. Boo hiss.
From third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and they're up by 4. Jeremy De La Rosa digs in now. Fly ball left field. That ends the inning and limits the damage. Nobody on with 1 out. And now at the plate, Rowdy Jordan. On the ground, right side. Throw to first in time. Donovan Walton will hit next. On 0-1, the delivery. On the ground. And that's the third out. Starting. Here's the second baseman, Choo-Choo Kincaid. 2 homers already in this one, and he's got a shot right here at making it 3 on the day. Get your popcorn ready, everybody.
Get your hats ready!
Right center, and this one's gonna go. Home run. Wastes no time on this one. That's home run number 3 of the game. It's 8-2.
Send in the hats!
On that one. That's one for the personal highlight reel. What a show he has put on at the plate in this ballgame. 3 homer games like this one don't come along every day. I hope he's enjoying it. I know I am. Jackson Reeds getting ready to hit. Yepes. And that'll do it. Kincaid was outstanding in this one, helping them get the win. Smashed 3 home runs in the ballgame. Obviously, he was a big piece of their success in this ballgame. Great effort at the plate.
That's an awful lot of errors, my goodness. Kincaid went yard 3 times last game.
With that elite power, you won't want to miss this one today. It's the Rochester Red Wings taking on the Syracuse Mets. First pitch coming your way next. Now it's the right fielder, Rafael Ortega. And here's the 0-2. Double play ball to second. Off balance speed, there's one. Over to first, safe. Choo-Choo Kincaid will hit next. First and second with nobody out, and you know this defense is hunting a double play.
Wind is across, right to left.
This one is labeled. That's a base hit. One run is in. Coming around third. Also in to score. He's in there. And once again, he collects a knock and extends his hitting streak another game. There's a little extra buzz in the stands for his games these days, and to be fair, there's a little extra buzz in the present. One ball. Now this one gets away at the plate, and it's a ball and a strike as the runner stays put. This to third. Tosses to first. One away. Run comes in to score. Nobody out. Runner in scoring position. Stepping to the plate for Syracuse, Nick Madrigal. And 1-2. On the ground. Over to pick it up. Whips it to first. It's there. One away. Now at the dish, Choo-Choo Kincaid. A 5-hit ball game yesterday, so we'll see if that momentum carries over to this one. In the air to the right.
Nope.
And now 2 down. Today's action is brought to you by Hack and Slash Landscaping, offering Ultra Grass, the grass they don't want you to have. Kincaid, 1 for 2. Runner on base to start the inning. At the plate, Brady House. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Why
In
not?
the dirt, runner going for second. The throw, tag, he's out. For me, what makes that throw incredible is that he wasn't even standing. Just let that one fly from a kneeling position. Just goes to show how strong his arm is. On the ground to the right side. Whips it to first. And the leadoff batter retired in their half of the 5th. One away, tie game, and the go-ahead run at first.
Make something happen, huh? Don't mind if I do.
Deep left center. That's down. One hops off the wall. Runner around third. Runner scores and they take the lead. That ball was scorched and he came through in a big way for them on that one. Games like this can really boost the perception of a prospect, and we'll see what it does for his profile. Another full count pitch. Fly ball to Ortega. 2 down. Man at second here with 2 away. Now at the plate, Dante Williams. Here's the 2-2. This one in the air to right. They limit the damage here. Digging in for the Mets, Brett Beatty. And the right-hander deals. Ground ball to second base. There with plenty of time. Inning over. Nothing. The go-ahead run aboard at first with nobody out. He's got a single, a double, and the hardest to get, a triple in this game. A home run would complete the cycle. This one is labeled. Does it
Could be.
distance? Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. Hits the top of the wall. That's a double. Makes it a 4-hit game. 3 extra base hits in this game now. He's sending that slugging percentage soaring. That one looked like it had a chance to get out of here off the bat. Didn't quite have enough to make it out of the big part of the field. This one in the air to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. So digging in, Dante Williams. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Line, and that's a base knock. 1 run's in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. 1 out and 2 in scoring position. Paul Witt, the next to hit. Here's the 1-2 offering.
Snag it. Oh, no.
Right. Ortega under this one. Makes the grab.
Ah, no. Let's think twice.
Tagging, but heads back to third. Next up for the Red Wings, Jose Tena. The 0-1. That'll back him up a bit. With first base open, he doesn't have to really attack this hitter the way he would if the bases were loaded. Next pitch misses, and that's ball 3. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position.
Come on.
And they're all loaded up. Stepping to the plate for Rochester, Jeremy De La Rosa. 2-2, here's the pitch. Up the middle, base hit. 1 run is in. Second run scores as well, and they take a 3-run lead. Next up for the Mets, Brett Beatty. The Mets down to their last strike. Right side, and this might do it. Kincaid. On to first. Ball game. Great game at the plate, and he certainly made a difference for them. Nice job to help lift them to the win.
Barely. It's a lead up. So, well, I need to tell you something here. This late, it must be important. Wait, you don't mean. That's right, you're hearing this show. I don't even know what to say. Say nothing, start packing. The Nationals want you for them in the next game. But first, maybe give your family a call, let them know. Oh, I'm awake now. I wish I could. I can't say thanks for everything. Anyway.
We love a good debut around these parts, especially when they're highly anticipated. Welcome in MLB Network, Lauren Shahadi, Carlos Pena, Melanie Newman here with you. One of the best today, a top prospect in the game, is on his way to the show. You were highly hyped coming into the major leagues. What was that like? How'd you deal with it?
Well, you know what? It's fun, right? You get all this hype around you, and you feel like, hey, I have all this support behind me. But the reality is, it's a lot of pressure to live up to. And at the end of the day, you just have to get out there and say, look, I deserve to be here. Now I'm going to put the blinders on, get back to work. Routine is extremely important, preparation, and go play the game you love. Forget about the hype. Go play baseball between the lines.
Well, I know you were probably really intent on, I want to make sure I stand up for this organization, the coaches, my teammates who have been watching me. But this is a big day for the fans and media as well, because you get that top prospect tag. People start to follow you the minute that you enter the professional sport. It doesn't matter what level of the minor leagues that you start your journey on. And so this is the hope. You're embodying the hope of the future of this team. It's a really big one, but it's a really fun one.
Gosh, no pressure. That's so cool. We're all fans, and we projected out that his ceiling is high. We can't wait to see the mark he makes on the sport.
The Curly W. Where? All right, well, let's take a look at the situation upon arrival. First things first, where are we? 9.5 games back. Oh boy. 20 wins, 33 losses, 13 games under 500. Yikes. And the wild card. 8.5 games. I mean, we're like. Okay. Okay. All right, they're giving me the 8 spot for now, which I should expect. So, where's Rosario? Who's going to move Rosario over to DH? Okay. For me, let's take a look at the contract here. $760. Okay. Anybody we already know here? Let's see. Nope. Oh boy. Well. All right, so let me step aside for a moment, and I'll be right back, and we're going to do the big league debut. right, and one other thing before we get too far along with this, I've actually been in Nationals Park for something other than a baseball game of all things. But yeah, so I've been there real life. I kind of know DC a little bit, so there's going to be some. I may be able to drop some location type lore on this one, maybe. So yeah. So yeah, the Nats, the G-men. Let's play ball, shall we? Yep, the whole thing. Let's see it all. And the start time? Oh yeah, it's Getaway Day, so going to be a one hopes a gorgeous afternoon. Let's see. Oh, they're moving us up to 7th. Okay. I thought they were going to put us in 8th, but that's okay.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Today, the finale of this 3-game weekend set. It's the San Francisco Giants and the Washington Nationals. John Shelby with you alongside Chris Singleton. Here we go, Singy. The fans have been waiting for this Major League debut for a while, and it's finally here. There's a lot of hype around his talent, and now we get to see how that looks at the big league level.
Yeah, this is the kind of game it's going to be shared all over social media later tonight. Baseball fans all across the world are aware of this debut, and we're lucky enough to be at the stadium for it, so I'm excited to see what he's got firsthand. My advice to him would just be to soak it all in. Don't worry about the results. Don't worry about the expectations. Just really enjoy this experience because it only happens once.
Here's the second baseman, Tyler Fitzgerald. Outside low, and we are underway.
Oh,
right there. And there's a strike on the outside corner.
Well, as a hitter, you're hoping that the command on that sinker doesn't come until later in the ball game. But if that's how it's going to be all day, it's going to be a tough one for the offense.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Swing and a miss and a change up in the dirt. And he'll take first easily after the strikeout.
oh.
Well, you don't see it very often, but every once in a while, a guy strikes out and still somehow ends up safe on first. And when it happens, you kind of scratch your head. But I guess sometimes a pitch is so nasty, it makes everyone miss. Now they're going to have to get more than 3 outs in this inning.
Here's the center fielder, Jung-Hoo Lee. Soroka throw over, and he's back in easily. Looking pretty good at the plate. He's 4 for 10 in the series. On the ground, could be 2. Flips to second, that's 1. How about that double play?
Very smooth on the feed to second right there. You got to love that glove toss, Boog. You know, sometimes people think these guys are being a little flashy, but it actually can make more sense to do that than try to make a full transfer. And you got to remember, these guys work on that play all the time, so it's in their back pocket whenever they need it.
Lamont Wade Jr. in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 outs, base is empty.
Not a cloud in the sky. Gorgeous day.
Here as he fouls it away.
What a day for a debut. Yeah. No.
2 down, nobody on. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. That's down and in.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Breaking ball misses down and away. Struck him out looking. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. Now it'll be Washington's turn. It's a scoreless ball game. You're watching Nationals baseball on the show Mid-Atlantic. We go to the bottom of the first. And the batter now, Ahmed Rosario. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field.
Waste no time there. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
So up next, Nasim Nunez.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
In the dirt. In there safely. And now a man into scoring position.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up in the scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Rosario stands at second with no outs. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him. And 1 away. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's the left fielder, James Wood. And that one clips the corner. Man at second. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Lee settles underneath it. Makes the catch for the out. Here's Josh Bell. Bell with some impressive production lately. Fastball for a strike at 95.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted.
Runner takes off. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there stealing third base probably caught him off guard a little bit.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. So one left for Washington. Scoreless after one. New inning getting started. Willie Adames stands in. Soroka back to work. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Bell hauls it in, and there's one away. And here is Matt Chapman. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner. Got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Pop up here, third base side. Lipscomb has this one sized up. And there's two down.
Oh, that's a frustrating into the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics, and instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him. Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
One ball, two strikes.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the rubber match of this three-game series. Runner on the go.
No.
Down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. One left for San Francisco. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. Nootbaar goes 6 feet 3 inches, 27 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Swinging a foul straight back. Yoan. Yeah, that's fouled off. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And it's the catcher for the Nationals, Keibert Ruiz. Fought off foul. The pitch. And there's a foul ball.
One ball, two strikes.
In the dirt. Second inning here, no score. Close, but called a ball. Ball two.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Man at second. That one outside. And that's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Here comes a 3-2. Outside corner, got him looking.
Oof.
He throws him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. And that one hammered. That's back there. That one is gone. You want to talk about kicking off your major league career with a bang. His first big league hit leaves the yard. He'll remember this trip around the bases for the rest of his life. Wow.
He ought to. Usually guys are squeezing the bat so tight, trying to get that first hit out of the way. They can't get the ball out of the infield, move, but not him. Maybe a glimpse of what's to come from him in the next few years. Good job. I mean, come on. There is no better way to get your big league career started than going deep in your very first at-bat. I can recall some pretty big names doing it when they first came up. Starlin Marte and Aaron Judge come to mind immediately, and I'm sure he's absolutely floating on cloud 9 right now.
Now, Trey Lipscomb. Still only 1 out here in the inning. That one missed. Ground ball left side and foul ball. On the outside corner, got him looking. 2 outs, base is empty. Dylan Cruz digging in for the Nationals.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Outside low, and that's ball 1. Cruz with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the 3rd and final game of the series. That's offering upstairs.
You know, Boog, at the start of my career, I got only 3 hits in my first month, but I kept at it, and I finished the year hitting 300. I know he's going through it a bit right now, but he's capable of figuring it out.
Two outs. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. And that keeps the inning alive. So the lineup flips over. Ahmed Rosario digging in for the Nationals. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Feels like it's less common today that you see a guy like this. The speed component, the contact component, but lack of power.
I think baseball's starting to understand that those guys are valuable like they once were. They need him in this game today.
Birdsong picks over. Cruz dives back in safely. Cruz off of first with 2 away. This one in the air. Fitzgerald makes the grab, and that'll do it. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. We played 2 full. It's the Nationals 2 and the Giants nothing. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. And a foul ball.
Ball, that's low.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
The 1-1. And downstairs.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Newtmar makes the play, and there's 1 down. And digging in for San Francisco, Patrick Bailey. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Just missed.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
Swing and a ball popped in the air, and that is foul.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out.
And he can't come up with it.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Tyler Fitzgerald, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. There's the slider, and it's 0-1. That one's upstairs, ball 1. This one in the dirt. And that is in for a strike. And the count is 2-2.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Line drive to short and caught.
Great diving catch on the line drive, and the ground does not cause a fumble. Great athleticism on that play right there.
And up next for the Giants, Jung-Hoo Lee. 0 for 1 so far. Foul ball there. swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Went down on strikes his first time through. Pitch kicks away. Safe there, and we've got runners at second and third with 2 away.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Two outs, 2 in scoring position. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Really?
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. This to third. Base hit.
Really?
A second scores as well. We are tied at 2.
Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent bat control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. He popped out his first time. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Wade off of first with 2 away.
Nope. Outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. No swing. Two outs.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
On the ground. Kincaid. In plenty of time to first. Out number 3. They get 2 and draw even again. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. We are tied 2-2. Back in Washington, D.C. And now the shortstop, Nasim Nunez. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
Great take right there. Showed some really good discipline. Breaking ball coming in, you see it well, but don't trust that it's going to hang on for a strike. Nice job.
Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout.
I feel like that's one of those rules in baseball that's tough to explain the logic behind if you're talking to a new fan or someone trying to learn the game. It's like, wait, what? The batter struck out, but he still gets to be on first base?
Yeah, I hear you. It's a weird one. Plus, the pitcher gets credit for the strikeout. It's an offer for the batter. But, of course, no out is actually recorded. Kind of one of those, just trust me, let's move on situations. And now, James Wood. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Runner at first with no outs here. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Good eye right there.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Got him! Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. Josh Bell at the plate now. Popped out and fouled ground first time through.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Tied up here in the early going. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Next pitch is inside, 2-1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Right through there for a strike. On the ground, 2 ball. And there's 2 away. And now the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar. And ball 1 to the right fielder. Check swing, called strike. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's off the inside corner. It's 2-2.
I got 3 and 2.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runner at second, 2 down here in the last half of the 3rd. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Bringing blessings when I move, especially on my essence, I'm a groove. I'm lessons, I'm written, law, thoughts, food. More than when I was school, I was sure to cross borders, even though we was on the room to take orders. Stand for the count.
First pitch misses.
Well, these Giants doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. Yeah, that's ball 2.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Next offering is in for a strike. There's a strike. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
3-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. First time up was a pop out. That one catches the corner for a strike. Pitch in the dirt, and 1-1. Next offering misses down and away.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Next offering in there for a strike. They're now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outside with a breaking ball. 1 out, bases empty. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Go ahead run on base. Mike Yastrzemski up here. There's the strike. Mike Yastrzemski, originally drafted by the Orioles, 14th round out of Vanderbilt in 2013. The Giants got him in March of 2019. And San Francisco's really where he got a shot to play. And now the count is even. Man at first, 1 away. That pitch gets the inside corner, and that is strike 2. See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
So now here's the DH. Gerard Encarnacion flied to right his first time. That one a little bit high, and that's ball 1. Two outs. Up the middle, and that chance handled. Over to first, and that is the inning. So the Giants leave 1. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Bottom of the inning, up now for Washington, Keibert Ruiz. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, these Nats just haven't produced as many competitive at-bats as I'd like to see in this one. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play. Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. down the
Foul.
line. And a foul ball. Stays alive. And down on strikes he goes. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
That one fouled off. All tied up. We're here at the bottom of the 4th. That one ripped. And it's gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And just like that, they're out front. It's 3-2. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
Zingy, he's been the main character in this one. A multi-homer performance in his debut. Certainly a rare accomplishment, but one that comes to mind. Trevor Story back in 2016 for the Rockies.
Oh, yeah, it's been quite the day for him, dude. He's making a huge impression here, just like Trevor Story did. So hopefully this is a great sign of what's to come for him.
And now, Trey Lipscomb just missed.
Ball 1.
And that's downstairs and outside. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Eric Miller getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Rodriguez, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Yastrzemski grabs it on the run.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Yastrzemski on the move. He's got it, and that's the inning. So they pick up a run on the solo shot and take the lead. We're headed to the 5th. It's the Nationals 3 and the Giants 2. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Soroka back to work. And ball 1.
All these Giants need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going. Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Next offering is down low. Line drive, base hit, right center field. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And here is Jung-Hoo Lee, 1 for 2. Soroka throw over. Fitzgerald back on a dive. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw. Save. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
Called strike right there.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
In the air, left field, down the line. Oh, he botches it. He'll score easily.
A costly mistake in the outfield thanks to the bad read and terrible timing for that to happen. That's a play you just want to forget about.
It appears Dave Martinez is ready to dive into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Mike Soroka done for the afternoon. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. On to pitch now for the Nationals, Yohan Adon.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Go ahead run on base. So here's Wade now.
Oh, really?
Dirt blocked. To second, but way too late. Safe there. Lee into scoring position on the wild pitch. And there goes the double play possibility.
You know, sometimes it takes a reliever a little time to get comfortable with the mound out there, especially when they come in trying to be nasty with every pitch they throw. Not exactly what they were looking for when they called him in, though. We'll see if he can settle down.
Man at second. Tap foul at the plate. Ground ball right side. Kincaid slings to first in time.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Now the Giants four-hitter, Willie Adames. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. And that's the third out. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. Last half of the 5th coming up. All tied up at 3 apiece. And we're back. And stepping in is the speedy Ahmed Rosario. Rosario in his 8th season, 29 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. And now 2-0. Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
Fastball for a strike. That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. Hayden Birdsong gives way, and he's not going to be happy with himself. New pitcher on the mound in a moment. For the Giants, Eric Miller. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Nasim Nunez digs in now.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, dude.
Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. And safe. It's a stolen base. And the go-ahead run is now in scoring position.
Strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
That one misses. Ball 3. James Wood in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4 to avoid. James Wood digging in for the Nationals.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
To short, could be 2. Save! And now the switch hitting first baseman Josh Bell. Golden opportunity right here. And the pitch is outside. Ball 1.
That's our cleanup guy.
Power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Out front, rip foul.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Next offering is downstairs. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. One runs in. Another comes in to score. It's 5-3.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
First and second, no outs. Lars Nootbaar digging in for the Nationals. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
You know, these Nationals putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
Liner caught it second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now it's Keibert Ruiz, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Runners at first and second with one gone. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And it's 2-1.
Oh, there as he swings through it. And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Liner, base hit. And they stop him at third, so bases loaded with one away.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. Now the bases loaded, big opportunity for them to break this game open.
And now it's going to be choo-choo. Base hit, one run is in. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores. Well, he delivers in a huge spot right there.
Well, he's so dialed in, I don't think he even realizes how much pressure exists out there. Very easy swing, nice and relaxed. This is the type of approach you want to see guys take in this situation.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Eric Miller departs, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. New pitcher on now, Randy Rodriguez. On for his 20th appearance of the year. Runners at the corners here, one away. Next to hit for the Nats, Trey Lipscomb. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Fouled off. He was late.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that just misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
That one the other way, and that's just foul. Two on, one out. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Oh, you got to be pretty quick with the bat speed these days. So many guys throwing in the upper 90s, and you see the velocity on that one. Just tough to catch up to. I mean, guys are coming in, and they're going max effort. They're not looking to go a long distance. They want to get as many strikeouts as they possibly can.
And now here is Dylan Cruz. And takes low for ball one. And that one pulled foul. Two on, 2 outs. Now fly ball to right center. Lee makes a nice running catch. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 5 innings complete. It's the Nationals 7 and the Giants 3. Back here in Nationals Park. All right, we go to the Top half of inning number 6. Now the third baseman, Matt Chapman. The other way, and it's caught for the out.
Put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
Elliot Ramos getting ready to hit. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. And that one upstairs. The Giants down by 4, and we're in the top half of the 6th. To third. Slings it across. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate. And there's a ball. In the air, left field. Wood on his way over and puts the squeeze on that one. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. Top of the order, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Nationals 7 and the Giants 3. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. That one is absolutely belted. This one could be trouble. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Everything came together for him. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now up for Washington, Nasim Nunez. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. In there for strike 1. That one lifted to left. Ramos sizes this one up. And out number 1 on the grab. And now James Wood, 1 for 3.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball. Run comes in from second. In there. That's a double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Just a big hit behind third right there. And that's a really tough play for a third baseman or shortstop to get to. And the same for the left fielder. So he just found a perfect place to drop that one in right there.
1 out. Runner at second. Bell now at the plate.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
That's down and in.
Ball 1, no strike.
Man at second. And that's too high. That one missed.
3-0.
1 out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th. And there's the automatic. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side. Checks his swing. Appeal down to third, and he went around. That's ruled a swing. Lars Nootbaar will hit next. First offering, and it just misses. Next offering is fouled back. Falling behind 2-1. On the ground, out to short. Tosses across to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. We're through 6 full. It's the Nationals 8 and the Giants 3. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Right through there for a strike. Oh, 1 down. Ball 1 there. Just missed. Just off the inside edge.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Right down to shoot, and it's a full count. That one ripped left field, back there. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Gotta love the over-the-shoulder catch. I tell you what, those are really fun to make.
Now the catcher up to hit, Patrick Bailey.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
And that is out of play. And that one popped in the air, left field. Nabs it, and there are 2 outs. Two down, base is empty. Tyler Fitzgerald digs in now. This guy can absolutely fly. I think one of the faster players in baseball. High fly ball out to left field. Wood. Makes the catch, inning over. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's the Nationals 8 and the Giants 3.
Don't mind if I do.
To start the bottom of the 7th, Camilo Doval.
And this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
Leading off, Keibert Ruiz. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Backdoored him with a breaking ball. Just got the corner. There's nothing you can really do with that.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boot, get back on track. His team needs him.
Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 9-3. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. He's putting on quite the show with the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Up now for Washington, Trey Lipscomb. 0 for 3 in this one. Hit in the air, right field. Yastrzemski puts it away for the out. Out number 2. Dylan Cruz getting ready to hit. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Scott Efros getting ready to go. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th. Outside low, and it's 1-1. That one in triple digits.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Struck him out swinging. Slider got him for strike 3. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Nationals 9 and the Giants 3. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze. Now, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
The man they call Late Night Lamont steps in.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And that's a foul ball. Wade, the base runner at first with 1 out. And Adames swings through that one.
No ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2
In the
strikes.
dirt, but kept close. That's off the mark. 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The Nationals up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 8th. And that's outside. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Wood sizing this one up. And there are 2 down. Now it's Matt Chapman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. That's inside.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it surprised a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
The 2-1.
Inside ball.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
So first and second with 2 outs. Here's the left fielder, Elliot Ramos. And there's a strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Ball, that's low.
Squirts away a little bit. Throws, save. And both runners move up on the wild pitch.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Two outs, 2 in scoring position. Foul ball. That missed by a lot, and it's 2-2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. 2 aboard, 2 outs. Just misses with that one. Line drive. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Giants leave a couple, still way back. It's 9-3. Bottom of the 8th, and now it's Ahmed Rosario. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-'80s. Good contact, not much power, and he could run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day and age is to not get caught up in trying to hit home runs because so many people are.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
He just has to understand that his skill set is unique and he's very valuable for any ball club. If he does that, he'll play a long time in this league.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his third of the game.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, low and away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Nunez stands in now and watches strike one.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
On a line, base hit.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now it's going to be James Wood. Outside low, and it's 1-0. Doval, in his fourth year, he features a slider, a cutter, and he works in a sinker. That one finds the corner, and it's 1-1.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond.
That's ball two.
Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Nunez stands at first with one out. And that drops in for a strike. Ground ball left side, could be two. Adames tossed to second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Through 8 full, it's the Nationals 9 and the Giants 3. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose A. Ferrer.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Mike Yastrzemski now at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. First offering misses badly for ball one.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead. At this point, got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
2-0.
The 2-1. Hit weakly on the ground. Kincaid slings to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front. Rolled over it. Put it on the ground.
Herrera Encarnacion, the next Giant to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out.
Well, no base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard, because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seems to help. Never helped me.
Line drive, base hit down the line. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Well, the last 10 games or so have been anything but fun at the plate for him, so that one has to feel good. He really shot that one down the right field line and somehow found a way to keep it from slicing foul. One thing that was great about the approach, his head was down all the way through the pitch, and that's how you do it.
Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. That's a second. There's 1. That's a double play. The ball game is over. Kincaid with a terrific day at the dish in his major league debut. 3 homers in this one. Just amazing.
He looked really comfortable at the plate, and that's pretty remarkable. A lot of rookies come up, get that deer in the headlights look, and don't rise to the occasion. He showed some great composure.
Choo-Choo Kincaid went yard for the first time in his major league career last game. Let's see if he can carry that power surge over to today. It's the Washington Nationals taking on the Seattle Mariners. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So 2 down, next to hit, Choo-Choo Kincaid.
I'm liking the power he's shown recently. 3 home runs over the last 5 games.
Robert to right field, way back, gone. His 4th home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. He came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. RBI single his last time up. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
And makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. So 1 left for Washington. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. To the right side. Slings to first in time. Now batting Mitch Haniger. Arozarena on the move. There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push a run across.
So up next, Choo-Choo Kincaid. He launched a solo shot back in the 2nd inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
Back up the... Oh, that got him. And they tag him out. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Ground ball left side. He gets there with the slide. The feed for 1 to first, not in time. Great effort there. So the lineup flips over, and now it's Victor Robles up to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Base is empty, 1 away, and now it's Julio Rodriguez. 1 down, base is empty. That one the other way. Kincaid. Rodriguez out of the play.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
That one laced to center and a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second. The tag out. Man at first, nobody out. Here's Donovan Solano. And he hits a ground ball right side. Nice stop. To his knee, the throw, and they get the out.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now it's Randy Arozarena. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, in time. Ball game. And the Nationals take game 1 of the series on the road. Kincaid had a great showing in the win. Had a pair of hits, one of them a homer.
Well, Boog can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why.
At the plate, Julio Rodriguez. Solano leads off first with one away. On the ground right side, and that one finds its way through. They get it in quickly, so first and second now one out. Julio Rodriguez now at the plate. A dive, nice stop. Throws from the seat of his pants.
Oh, you hate to make mistakes with base runners, whether it's giving up a home run or making an error like that, and it's costly. 2 runs come around to score, and sometimes that defense can just tighten up a little bit, get too excited rather than just settling in and making the play.
Throw to first in time. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one hops the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. 0 for 2 in this one. Rudder takes off, pitching for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Man at first with one gone. Mitch Garver up next for the Mariners. Runner on the go. Strike in there. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Randy Arozarena, the next to hit. To the right side. Over to Lowe. They get the out on Arozarena. Runners at the corners with 2 outs.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late? That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. That'll make it out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 6-4. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game, and just like that, they're back in it. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the DH, Jorge Polanco. Swing and a ground ball. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Choo-Choo Kincaid. He's already homered in this game. That one is absolutely belted. And it hits the fence. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. Safe at third with a triple, his 3rd hit of the day. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. So a man at first, and now it's Ahmed Rosario. Snyder is just 1 strike away. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners even this series up at a game apiece. Kincaid with a valiant job in defeat. A 3-hit performance, including a home. Here's Donovan Solano. Swing and a ground ball. Gets it to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting back at T-Mobile Park. All set for the start of the inning. Up now for Washington, Choo-Choo Kincaid. Miller back to work. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Now he'll turn for second. It's a leadoff double to start the third.
On it, and when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box, and he'll feel real good about that one.
Cut on and lifted in the air, and it drops in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He's safe, and it's a one-run game.
Comes through with the RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
To the right side, Kincaid. Handles, throws to first. Inning over. No outs, runners at first and second. That one is absolutely belted. No one can get there. It falls in. One runs in. Rodriguez hustles to get it in. Runner holds at third, so just one across on the play. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind.
Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. One runs in. In there, he's safe. It's 6-3.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. There are a lot of nicknames people have attached to hits like that. Blooper, flare, duck snort, lawn dart, etc. But whatever you want to call it.
Oh, now this is drilled to center. Way back there. On its way and gone. That's his third home run of the series. And they tack one on the board. It's 7-4.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
This one smoked out to left.
No.
2 away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
On the ground to the left. Throw to first in time. Ball game. And the Nationals win the rubber match of this 3-game series. Kincaid was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. A 3-hit performance, including a homer.
Though they may want to change how they approach him next time, because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.